What's going on, everybody? Alex here, Nickens Lawn and Landscape. Again, we're trying something for the first time. We're installing Christmas lights. We're installing some C7 bulbs. For those of you guys that know Christmas lights, for those of you guys that don't, hang tight and I'll show you guys exactly what I've learned so far in the past couple days. But real quick, I want to go outside here and show you what we've got going on. So you can see the little lights up there. And we really struggled yesterday when we first tried to do this. We had the wrong clips, we had the plastic clips, and it was a nightmare.
You're kidding me. If another one fall off? These aren't gonna stay. They're coming off. I hope I'm doing it right then.
No way.
No way's right. It ain't gonna stay. Like drywall screws, that'll work. We gotta spool the wire. Some little hooks.
Wire's gotta go behind your back now.
60 hooks. Those are designed for shingles.
Yeah.
Yep. And I need like a bread tie or a plastic tie. I'd rather have.
There's no way.
Don't pull. Don't pull.
The wire's gotta go. But moving on, we got better clips. We're using magnetic clips now. Alright guys, so before we get too far into this, I'm going to show you what I have learned over the past couple of days. I knew nothing about Christmas lights, literally zero. I was using Dollar General lights with my uncle. We got fed up. We said that's it, we're getting commercial Christmas lights, and this is what it led to. So I'm going to show you what I've learned over the past couple of days. I've got stuff laid out right here on the bench, and we're going to walk through all the different materials. But basically what you've got, about 1,000-foot roll right here. And it comes with no lights, just comes with empty sockets basically. And we put the bulbs in here. This one actually has a clip on it too, but basically what it is, it looks like that. You've got a bunch of empty sockets, and then you've got a bunch of different colors you can choose from, and you've got 2 different size bulbs, and the wire is based on the bulb size too. But let me show you here. So this says, you can see in a part number, LED, which is the light. It's a C7, which is the bulb. The C7 is the smaller of the 2 main commercial bulbs. So you can see here on my finger, there's a couple different little videos I watched on YouTube. One of them had the measurement. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm an average guy. I don't have huge hands. That's how big this bulb is. And the C9 is a little bit bigger than this. So first thing you've got to decide is which bulb you want. Ultimately, I went with the C7 because this is for my house. I'm not making any money off of this, so I was just more or less concerned with having a good system. I don't need a huge light, so I went with the C7. But if you're doing it to make money and the customer is paying for it, you're probably just gonna want to go with the C9. You might as well, you're already paying a decent amount. But for me, like I said, it ended up saving probably a couple $100 by the time it was all said and done, so I just went with the C7s here. But, and I would say real quick, if you're watching this to figure out how much this would cost, I would say for an average residential home, probably if you got a garage and a house, figure to spend between $750 and $1250 on everything. It's just a base price, but somewhere in that range is probably what it's going to cost you. So if you think it's going to cost $300 or $400, not going to happen. But moving on, that's the main thing you got to decide is your bulb. Like I said, these are C7s, and then you get your box of colors. This one says red right there. This one is the white, sun warm white. That's that. And then this one is the green. So that's what we've got. But basically you decide which wire you want. Comes in like green and white are the 2 commons. I think you can get black too, not positive on that. But green or white was our options. We wanted white for gutters and to match soffit and gutters. So got the white, got the C7 bulbs. So once you've got your wire and once you figure out what colors you want for your bulbs, you got to decide on what clips you want. This right here is probably the most common clip. It's called an all-in-one, I believe. But basically your shingle will pinch under there. The all-in-one was not working on the 10, so we had to get this little magnetic one. Basically it's got a magnet on the bottom, and then I don't know if the camera's gonna let you see this, but it's got a little groove on each side. Got the clip here. You slide it on sideways on the light, or on the socket, and then you twist it to snap it onto the line. So what actually locks it into place is the line here, and then again on this side. And then it just sticks magnetic to any metal surface. So the magnetic clips really saved us here. Without those, I don't know how you would do the 10, but it worked out nicely. These things are not cheap, let me tell you. It's like 125 bucks just for clips. But for this application, not sure how else we would have done it. So, and the only thing left to talk about is these clips. Now this is how they get these houses so perfect. You cut all this to size, so when you get to the end of your run, you snip it, and you'll put this at the beginning so you can plug it in, and it just has a little groove at the top. So you just snap that wire in there, and then this little cap slides on the top like that and pinches that wire inside of there. So that'll be the start of your lights. Wherever you want to start, you can just put that little plug, and then wherever you want to end, you'll put this as your cap. And that way, if you ever want to branch off, you can go off of there. They say you can put wire nuts on there too if you want, but that's how they get it so perfect. When they get to the end of their run, or the end of the gutter, you just simply snip it off right there, and either put one of these or you wire nut it, and that's the end of your lights. And you can also put this female, you could probably do a male too, but if you're gonna go in the middle like this, you can put a female in this line and it doesn't disrupt power. So you can put that right there, and then you have this wire right here, which is the exact same as this without the light sockets. So you can put this right here, and then you can take this and put it on another male plug. Start that there, you can plug it in there, and you can run off to a window or a garage door or the landscaping, whatever. That's how you can do that and keep it all on one circuit. And with these LEDs, that's not a problem. They don't take any power, so it's not a problem to run off different directions. You can go to a tree, whatever, and if you're on a roof, you can do like the windows, and that's how these plugs work, and that's how they get it, everything so perfect, and there's never any extra lights. You just cut it to size, simply snap on your plug, and you're good to go. And we've got this side done, we got the front done. So I wanted to just show you real quick with the camera before it got dark on us, but we're getting ready to plug them in, get some light, and finish it out. We got 2 more sides to go.
Get them off the edge. These magnets are sticking on the building. Looking good. Dollar waiting on a dime.
And this camera does not like Christmas lights, but here I am on the roof. I hate being on the roof. But this is the roof line. I wish this stinking thing. We put them on top over here versus the side. So hopefully whenever it snows or rains or whatever, that'll be better. We couldn't put the side on the top because of the ridges in the metal. Hey, we got one out. There's a white one out. Dun, dun, dun. Have to get that fixed. Now enough of these shenanigans. I'm getting down. Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Gone.
So the first thing you've got to decide is what size bulbs you want, big or small. That'll tell you C7, small bulbs, C9, big bulbs. Then you decide what color you want for your wire. Once you've got that done, your wire's figured out, then you decide what color bulbs you want. That's simple, just depending on your application. Some people may want all white, some people may want white and red. I wanted Christmas colors, white, green, and red, so that's what we went with. Once you've got that figured out, the only thing you need now is your clips. And that is just depending on your application. If you're shingles, go with that all-in-one, or if you're on a metal surface like myself, you're gonna have to buy the expensive magnetic clips. And that's literally all I know about commercial Christmas lights, and I've learned all this in the past 48 hours, and I've now done my shed and my uncle's house. So, as always, I wanted to learn something, and what did I do? I jumped in, I figured it out, and I suggest you guys do the same. Don't take on things that are too big or don't get in over your head. But if you want to learn something, the best way to do it is learn it. If it's a big project, something you can't handle, find a mentor, find somebody that can show you, work for free, whatever you got to do. And if it's something small that you can do, just do it. There's no reason you should hesitate. Jump in there, get it done, no excuses. Alright guys, that's all we got for this one. As always, appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let us know what you thought. And I'll see you in the next one.